All right, guys, we're back with another short story. Why don't we have an elf? That's all that was going through Lena and Kelly's heads as they stared at the elves sitting in their Christmas tree. 6-year-old Daisy had come home from her friend Ava's house one day and asked her moms why they didn't have an elf like Ava did. Lena and Kelly had thought the idea was ridiculous, but with Daisy asking about it, they decided to go to the store and buy her an elf. She was so excited to see that an elf had come to her house and was sitting on the shelf beside the TV. "Oh boy, I'm going to name you Jingle," Daisy said. Kelly and Lena looked at each other and smiled. Even though they thought the concept was ridiculous, seeing their daughter happy and full of wonder made the whole thing worth it. That night, Lena and Kelly had put Daisy to bed and decided to also go to bed because they both had a long day at work. They decided that they would wake up early in the morning and move the elf before Daisy even woke up. But when they woke up the next morning, the elf was not beside the TV. "Okay, where did you put it?" Kelly asked. "I didn't move it," Lena said. "We agreed that we would move it in the morning." "Well, I didn't move it." "You don't think Daisy did, do you?" "Oh, that girl knows the rules to this thing," Lena said. "Kids can't touch it or it won't be able to report back to Santa. There's no way she'd risk that." "Well, if none of us moved it, then where on earth is it?" Kelly asked. They heard the sound of an ornament dropping on the ground, so Kelly walked over to the tree. "I thought this was secure on the tree," Kelly said, picking up the blue ball ornament. Kelly jumped before she could hang it back on the tree. "Lena?" Kelly said, her voice practically catching in her throat. "What is it?" Lena asked, walking over to her wife. Kelly pointed to the tree and Lena jumped. Sitting there, staring at them, was the elf. "You didn't put him there, did you?" Kelly whispered. "I already told you that I didn't move him," Lena whispered back. "Then why is he in our tree?" Kelly asked. The two of them stood there, staring at the elf, who appeared to be staring back at them, wondering what they had gotten themselves into. They heard Daisy coming down the stairs, so they walked away from the tree and sat on the couch. Daisy looked at the shelf beside the TV and didn't see Jingle. "He must have reported back to Santa," Daisy said excitedly. Daisy started calling out for Jingle. She looked at the tree and walked over to it, and Jingle was sitting there, looking at her. "I found him!" Daisy exclaimed. "Well, I wonder how he ended up in our Christmas tree," Lena said. "Probably had to quickly hide after returning from the North Pole," Daisy said. "Probably," Kelly said. "I'm hungry. Can we have pancakes?" Daisy asked. "Sure, let's go make them," Kelly said. The three of them headed into the kitchen. That night, before going to bed, Lena and Kelly put Jingle the elf on the bench by the front door. They lay in bed. "So, do we think Jingle's going to be on the bench tomorrow morning?" Lena asked. "I tell you, if he's not, he's going back to the North Pole," Kelly said. "I've seen Child's Play too many times to know how this ends." "Do you hear that?" Lena asked. "The bells?" Yeah, I do," Kelly said. The two of them ran down the stairs and looked at the bench where Jingle had been to see nothing there. "That thing is going back to the North Pole tomorrow while Daisy's at school," Kelly said, fear in her voice. "Maybe he just fell off the bench," Lena said, trying to convince herself more than Kelly. Kelly and Lena walked side by side to the bench and looked around, but saw nothing. Lena and Kelly had hid Jingle in the garage after he reappeared on the bench the night he disappeared. But Daisy was upset, so they brought Jingle back into the house but refused to go near him. But it didn't matter that they never moved him, because every morning they woke up, he was somewhere else. Kelly and Lena were terrified, but Daisy was so happy and excited, and they didn't want her upset. They would just explain to her next year that Jingle had to keep an eye on another child while they threw him out or donated him or something. And now it was Christmas morning. Kelly had put Jingle in the garage the night before. Daisy was so excited to open her presents from Santa. Lena was recording Daisy opening her presents while Kelly noticed movement out of the corner of her eye. She looked out the open window and saw nothing but light snow falling. Kelly hated that she was on edge, and she knew she would feel better when Jingle was far, far away. Kelly and Lena both paused as they heard bells jingling. They looked out the window but saw nothing. "What is it, Mommies?" Daisy asked. "Nothing," Lena said. "You keep playing with your toys. Mommy and I are going to go check something outside, okay?" Kelly and Lena walked outside and into the garage to see Jingle gone. In theory, this should have been a relief, but it just freaked them both out even more, not knowing where the elf had gone. The end. Okay, so don't come for me, guys, okay? This was again another prompt, which was take something innocent about Christmas and make it creepy. And I figured those elves. The concept is kind of terrifying, right? So that's why we did the elves. I'm not saying the elves are creepy, guys. I'm not. And I'm not saying they're evil and they're out to get you. I'm not saying any of that, okay? For legality reasons, I am not saying that. It's just the prompt, which was take something innocent and cute about Christmas and turn it into something more sinister. So that's why we got what we got. Okay? This just fits. This just fits. It works. And if you want, it doesn't have to be creepy. It could literally be that he was going back and reporting to Santa and coming back and ending up in different places like he's supposed to, like he does. And he wasn't there on Christmas because he went back to the North Pole to hang out with Santa, get ready for next Christmas. So, yeah. Let me know what did you guys think of this story, and come back, not tomorrow, but the day after, for another short story. Bye, guys.